Welcome to this call where we're going to talk briefly about the quarterly report that we released today for Nilar International. And the slide that you see now is basically where we talk about the progress we have had during the first quarter. Firstly, I would like to talk about the partnerships that we've signed during the quarter that is following the strategic plan that we set forth basically in the Q1 last year, when we changed the idea of looking for multiple distributors to be much more selective in actually choosing strategic partners with the technical height and the ability to build complex integrated solutions where we could fit our battery technology. And during this first quarter, we have signed a partnership agreement with Indutech Solutions. And Indutech Solutions is part of the Schurman Group in the Netherlands, in Holland. And we've been signing that partnership agreement in order to address the C&I, the market, commercial buildings and industrial buildings. And the idea is to target this market segment with EES solutions that varies from size from 50 kilowatt hours to 500 kilowatt hours. And this is following the strategy of our plans to basically to its full extent. Another very great event that we had during the quarter was that we had a very interesting visit from our Minister of Education, Mr. Mats Persson, who visited us in February because he is very, very interested in what we call research intensive companies. And he was greatly impressed and also impressed his gratitude or also congratulations for what we have achieved in Gävle, both with the battery technology that we developed, our reoxidable nickel metal hydride battery, but also the production facility as such. Which is a great proof point of what we have achieved during this year. We also have a new board member that was elected at an extra general meeting in March, John Hager. He's the current president of Duroc, and he has a long and vast experience in industrial companies and many years around Sandvik Coromant. And he brings a lot of industrial knowledge into the company's board in order to help us in positioning us and also driving sales and business development for the company moving forward. And lastly, I would like to comment on the press release that we released yesterday, where we within the cooperation with Indutech have now signed an Offtech Agreement for our batteries into the joint solution, where Indutech is going to act as the system integrator. We're going to work together with both other suppliers' technology. We will have Eniki's EMS solution in there, and we will also work with another Dutch company called SRP Sud, who will be responsible for the cabinets and the mechanics around the solution. But Indutech will be the system integrator and the solution owner. They will be targeting, as we said, the C&I market with batteries of systems between 50 to 500 megawatt hours. And they placed an order for basically 13 megawatt hours with start of delivery in Q1 next year. And the plans are that they will integrate our Reox 2 battery into the solution, and the agreement are for the consecutive 4 quarters of delivery. seeing that the volume will be distributed for the consecutive following 4 quarters. And that for us it's a great proof point that we now have a solution that it's targeting a market which is extremely interesting with the solution that we both believe in to a great extent. So that's basically the messages from the first quarter. And I will hand back to Matilda, because I think we received a number of questions from you in the audience.
Yes. So first of all, we received the following question. What do you think about the market for batteries going forward? And how do you view interest rate increases and the price of capital increasing?
Okay, if we take the question of the market, I think we all know that the interest and the market for batteries in the transition of the electricity grid is great. I think a year ago it was absolutely great, and today I would say it's fabulous. And we know that we need an enormous amount of battery storage in order to both balance and also handle the new type of energy sources that we are introducing into the electricity grid. So the solar energy and the wind energy will need some energy storage in order to be able to balance and manage the energy capacity in a good way. So that's just a given. And also the increase in energy prices and I would say the volatility in prices also creates the possibility to build good business cases for facility owners and in order to optimize energy consumption in different type of facilities. And there the batteries will play a very important role together with the smartness of, for example, the EMS solutions, the electricity management systems, where you're actually building in the intelligence of being able to then handle the different types of applications. For example, peak shaving, time shifting, if you want to go off-grid and so forth, then you need these type of solutions. So the market is looking great. Increased prices and interest rates, I think it may have some effects. Increased prices we see, and that we see in all dimensions of the value chain. We will be affected and are affected already with increased cost in our supply chain, and that's why we also have to be very cautious in how we sign agreements and how we have the ability to adjust our prices accordingly. We have raised prices during the last year quite significantly, and I think we might see that we need to further increase prices, and what we see is that the market is accepting that to a great extent today.
We received another question here. How difficult is it to produce the new generation of batteries compared to the older technology? Are you able to ramp up production rates going forward?
I mean, I think we have a production process. Basically, we have a production process of 6 steps, and what's we're doing now is that we have changed things in the product in itself in order to increase quality, but that doesn't have a major effect on the production processes as such. What we're doing now is that we're ramping up in a controlled way in order to get slowly picking up sales and delivery in order to get our new batteries out in customer installations, so that we can really make sure that the technology is working and that we get proof points together with customers that the solution works both from a battery perspective but also from an EES perspective and a complete solution. Because the battery is just one part of this total solution that we brings to the market.
And then the next question, what is the quality of the new generation of batteries produced? Are there any customer complaints or warranty issues? How does it compare with the older technology?
No, we don't have any. We haven't got any. The battery, we've done a lot of things, good changes in the roadmap, and I think now we are slowly deploying. We spent a lot of time in testing the new technology, and we are very confident that we have a good battery that we take to the market right now.
How does the new order affect Nilar's strategy and growth plans? Will you focus more on a particular market segment?
No, I wouldn't say that. I think that the order is following the strategic plan we had. We have basically targeting 3 market segments, where the C&I market segment is the one that we prefer. And we talk about commercial building and industrial buildings. We're talking about and where we also there is a demand for the uniqueness we have in our battery, where we are really driving the safety aspect and the sustainability aspect. And I think it's extremely important for us that we are targeting the market where these USPs, the uniqueness we have with our batteries is actually sought for, because then it's also a reason for us to have a good price for our products. So I think that is very important. But the target market that Indutech solution is addressing is the main and prioritized market segment for us. So I think it's a great thing.
How do you handle warrant obligations in relation to your previous generation?
I think, our warranties, we handle according to the warranty contracts we have signed with our previously distributors and today our existing system integrators. It's clearly defined how you're handling warranties, and we are following and executing according to the agreements we have in place with our customers.
And I think we might have covered this in a previous question. Can you tell us more about the collaboration agreements signed in recent months? Which market segments does Nilar reach today?
It's a good question. I think in the previous strategy, we had a strategy of signing distributors. And what that means is that we have a lot of different technology companies distributing our batteries. In order to build EES solutions, you have to have a technology height and ability to actually understand the complexity of these integrated solutions. And we are using a different battery technology, and that also brings different characteristics on the technology to the marketplace. So for us, it's extremely important that we are collaborating with a vital few system integrators with a high technical ability that can best bring the best of breed to the marketplace in an integrated solution. And that's exactly what we're doing. That's why we signed our first agreement with Energy, because they bring a special knowledge and a very interesting EMS solution to the marketplace. And it's the same thing with Indutech now, which have a very good market presence in a very interesting market segment for us in Dutch. And Holland is one of the fastest growing markets for these type of solutions. We have also signed an agreement with a company called McEnergy that we have talked about earlier, and they are targeting an industrial market to a larger extent, because they have a solution that is more mobile and are targeting, for example, the construction industries, where you during certain time periods will need extra energy during at the construction site, for example, or in other types of industrial solutions. So I think with the agreements we have in place now, we are actually addressing all the 3 prioritized market segments that we have in our strategic plan.
I think we have a final question here. How do you view investments in technology and innovation to ensure long-term growth?
Also a very interesting question. I think from our perspective, one must understand that Nilar is we started out as a research and development company, and we have driven the development of a unique technology using a known chemistry, but we developed the battery mechanics and also our ability to re-ox our batteries, so that we are really driving the battery development from its base. I think we are at the point of the inflection point of industrializing our business operations. We are now targeting the interested markets that we are addressing, and we are now building up our business. I think we will continue to invest in research and development, but as I mean, moving from a research and development company into a industrialized and commercial company, the ratio of the research and development will of course decrease, but we will have a continuous focus on research and development, and to continuously, I would say, drive and improve the technology and come up with even more interesting innovations moving forward. So even though we are now industrializing and starting to deliver our batteries out in commercial solutions, innovation and research and development will be important moving forward.